ॐ हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् ॐ सहनावतु
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं शूलभाष्यकृतं वन्दे भगवन्तं पुनः पुनः।
ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Mantra 9, page number 32. अन्धस्तमः प्रविशन्ति ये विद्यामुपासते ततो भूय इव ते तमः य उविद्यागुम्रताः ये विद्याया गुम्रताः। मंत्र 10 अन्यदेवाहुर्विद्यात् अन्यादाहुरविद्यया इति शुश्रुमधीराणाम् येनस्तद्विचक्षिरे विद्यां च यः तद्वेदोभयो गुंसः अविद्यया मृत्युं तीर्त्वा विद्ययामृतमश्नुते। So, these verses are basically not relevant in this life, understand, in this modern life. Because those who are dedicated to yajna karmas, those who perform only karma, we saw yesterday, Karmana Pitrulokaha. But those who samuchaya, karma vidya, karma upasana samuchaya, those who are performing the actions and also doing the upasana of the devatas, so vidyaya devalokaha, so they will have a gati of the devaloka. And so basically this is about what? So they themselves, Shruti Mata herself is telling in 10th verse, Anya devahu vidyaya anyadahu avidyaya iti shushruma. This is what we have heard from the scholars of Veda. Dhiranam yena tad vyachachakshire. So this is how they have defined, this is how they have described these things, that by performing only karma, andaha means what? They are continuing their life cycle. They are not going to get out of it. Even you add the vidya, upasana, then also you will go to Devaloka, but that means what? It continues your Janma Mrityu Chakra. And so that's why the 10th verse also in Naha means this is how we have been explained. Vyachachakshire means this is how we have been taught that karma and upasanas cannot take you to the moksha, they can take you devaloka, they can take you to the pitruloka. You know. There are certain upasanas are there, ahangraha upasana, all these things. But that upasana also, maximum gati what we can have, Swamiji used to tell that, Brahma Loka, understand? The highest loka is the Brahma Loka. But to go to Brahma Loka, from the time of Upanayana, every day without failure, you have to do Trikala Sandhya. Then you have to do this Paurnamasa Havana, Amavasya Havan, and so all kinds of karmas you are doing. Then you have to do Upasana, Ahangraha Upasana. So Swamiji says, doing all these things, I will go to Brahmaloka. Okay. Going Brahmaloka also is what? Brahmaji is busy in the creation. And therefore, if he has time, he will teach you Vedanta. And suppose you go to Brahmaloka and then Brahmaji start this Vedanta. Okay? He can give Upadesha. But sitting there, you will remember, oh yeah, that Swamini was talking the same thing, you know. I heard, this looks very familiar. I heard about this. You know? And instead of making all this time for this Brahmaloka going, use that time in Vedanta here itself, you know. In Gita, that's why Bhagavan says what? 5th chapter. Ihaiva tarjita sarga. Sarga means Janma Mrityu Chakra. Iha Manushya Loke eva. When we have an opportunity to cross this Janma Mrityu Chakra here itself, why I have to go to Brahmaloka? I want to go to California. But first I will go to Singapore and then I will go to California. Why not go directly to California? And therefore, this Shruti Mata, by this all these verses, she is criticizing, understand? It's a ninda, karma ninda, upasana ninda. So, vidya karma, avidya upasana, and avidya karma. See, all these paribhashik shabdas, understand? And therefore, the 11th verse, 11th mantra, 36th page. Vidyam cha avidyam cha yaha etad ubhayo gum saha. Saha means together, understand? Saha ekena purushena anushteyam. So, all this vidya and avidya, Shankaracharya says, Dev vidyam avidyam cha devata devata gnanam karma cha ityartha. Vidya means devata gnanam means upasana and avidya means karma. When one Purush is performing this, what happened? Avidyaya mrityum tirtva vidyaya amrutam ashnute. Avidyaya karmana. Avidya means karma. कर्मणा अग्निहोत्रादीना मृत्युम स्वाभाविकम कर्म ज्ञानम च. What is the meaning of mrityu shabda? Shankaracharya says, swabhavikam karma gnanam cha. That which is swabhavika, performing action those days, understand? Vedic Kala, daily performance action is swabhavika. That is what the lifestyle is. And that was the lifestyle they were following. So it was natural for them. That's why I said, modern age, nothing is there. Who is doing Trikal Sandhya? Forget about Trikal Sandhya. One Kal Sandhya also is not there. Because even to perform the Agnihotra karma, why Agnihotra karma Shankaracharya says? Because that is the easiest karma in Vedic karma. In Mundak Upanishad, the first one is talking about that only. What is a Agnihotra karma? And if you read that one, you will see that it takes almost 6 hours for you. Understand? And that is the easiest one. Agnihotra karma, easiest one. And what other, so many other karmas are there. And therefore Shankaracharya says, avidyaya karmana, avidya means karma. Understand? This karma is a mrityu, understand? Avidya mrityu. But that avidyaya mrityum tirtva, when he says, means what? Tirtva adhikramya vidyaya. So by avidya, when one person is performing these actions, then that is what we have to cross, tirtva. We have to cross these actions and the upasana, because upasana also is a karma, manasa karma. We already saw this one in the evening. Meditation also is a manasa karma. A karma cannot produce vidya. And therefore, vidyaya tirtva amrutam ashnute. All these actions and all this upasana karma, all this karma we have to cross. Tirtva means having crossed this, what we have to gain? Vidyaya amrutam ashnute. So, Shankaracharya says, Vidyaya devata gnanena amrutam devatatma bhavam ashnute prapnoti. Tadhi amrutam uchyate. That means what? This amrutam also is what? Devata gamanam. So, as I explained, that in this kalpa, devatas are what? Amar. And therefore, Shruti Mata says that by these upasanas, what you get is amrutatvam. That amrutatvam is devata atma bhava amrutatvam. Not the amrutatvam what we talk about, understand? Not moksha. Here, you get the body of devatas. And there you enjoy that devata life. And therefore, Ashnute means what? He enjoys this devata life. But is it so? Understand. So, again, aduna vyakruta avyakruta upasanayoho samuchishaya pratyekam ninda uchyate. Now, this karma, upasana, and samuchaya, and that also is result also is given. The karma phala is what? You get to the devata body. And then, now there is another upasana, is called sambhuti upasana, asambhuti upasana. So, next mantras, Shruti Mata in these two mantras is talking about that what is sambhuti upasana. So, Shankaracharya says, sambhuti means vyakruta. Samyak bhavati iti sambhuti. Karya Brahma is called sambhuti. Karya Brahma is a vyakruta. This vyakrut shabda we have to understand. There are two words are there in Sanskrit. Vyakta and vyakruta. Understand? Vyakta means that which is the object of your five senses is called vyakta. What is vyakruta? Generally people think vyakta and vyakrutas are same. But they are not same. Vyakruta is made up of V plus A plus Kruta. Understand? Vividhena asamantat Kruta. And that means what? Suppose there is a gold. Gold is one. Vividhena. That means there are so many ornaments are there. Vividhena. Many. Asamanta. Very well. Why you say asamanta? There are many types of the ornaments are there. Let's say ring or earrings. Right? Within earrings also are what? So many types of earrings are there. You go to jewelry shop, you say, I want to buy ring, then what he will do? He'll put that plate where there are different types of the rings are there. You say, I want to bangle, then he will put that one. So within the bangle also is what? Many and varied. That is called many and varied. Anek or vividha. Many, anek and varied means vividha. So, this creation is a vyakruta. Shankaracharya says vyakruta. Vividhena anekena kruta. Different types are there. Within Manusya also, there are different Manusya. Within the plants also, different types of the plants are there. Within the tree also, different types of the trees are there. Within the tree, the maple, when you say, there are many types of the maples are there. Do you understand? So therefore, it is called Vyakruta. This Jagat is called Vyakruta. Vividhena, Anekena, Asamantat, Krutatvat, Vyakruta. Now, this all Vyakruta is what? Avyakruta. So Vyakruta is a Karya Brahma. And Avyakruta is a Karana Brahma. And so Shankaracharya says, these two upasanas also are being talked about in these mantras, and also Samuchaya. There is a both together. Vyakruta upasana, Avyakruta upasana, Samuchaya also is given. And therefore, next three mantras are talking about the Sambhuti and Asambhuti. So we'll chant these mantras. It's same like this one only. Understand that if you see the mantras, all words are almost same. Only there it is said karma, vidya, now vidya. Here it says sambhuti and asambhuti. Understand? So page number 37, mantra 12. Andham tamah pravishanti ye sambhutim upasate ततो भूय इव ते तमः य उसम्भूत्यागुंव्रताः अन्ये देवाहुः सम्भावात् अन्यदाहुरसम्भवात् इति शुश्रुमधीराणाम् येनस्तद्विचचक्षिरे 14 सम्भूतिं च विनाशं च यस्तद्वेदो भयगुंसः विनाशेन मृत्युं तीर्त्वा सम्भूत्यामृतमश्नुते. They all words are same, understand. Only change is sambhuti and asambhuti. So, Shankaracharya saying same thing. Anya karyasya sa sambhutihi. Sambhuti means what? Sambhavanam sambhutihi. That which is being created properly, samyak. Because sa yasya karyasya sa sambhutihi. All the karya which is being created, it's called sambhutihi. Tasya anya asambhutihi prakrutihi karanam avidya. Sambhutihi is a karya effect, asambhutihi is a cause karana. So that means what? Avyakrutakya tam asambhutim avyakrutakhyam prakrutim karanam avidyam. And what is avidya? We already saw. Kama karma bijam. That which is force you to perform the actions. Avidya, kama, karma. And that is a prakriti. Why prakriti? Understand this every word. Avidya means ignorance or karma. And then avyakruta, we already saw. Then maya, there are 4 words are there. Avidya, avyakruta, maya, and prakruti. Each word has a different connotation. Maya means what? Yama sa maya. You understand? Ma means not. Ma kuru. Means don't do it. So that which doesn't exist, still you experience is called Maya. Yama sa Maya. There is a Maya Panchakam. Like Shiv Panchakshar Stotra, Sadhan Panchakam, the 5. So there is a stotra on Maya called Maya Panchakam. There, the last one is giving the definition word Maya. Understand? Aghatita ghatana patiyasi Maya. Patiyasi means expert, skilled. What? That ghatita means possible. That which is not possible makes the possible is called Maya. Aghatita ghatana patiyasi Maya. Maya is expert to create something which is not possible, makes it possible. It's called Maya. What is Prakruti? You have to understand this properly. Understand? Prakarshena kruti yogyatvat prakruti. Prakarshena kruti yogyatvat prakruti. Prakruti, simple word if I say, it is called Upadana Karana. Prakruti is Upadana Karana. Now, when I say pot, okay, pot is a karya. What can be the karana for the pot? Clay. Why? Clay is a prakruti of the pot. Because Swamiji says, clay has a potentiality to become the pot. Sambhavana. It is called Sambhavana. You cannot create the pot from space, air, fire, or water. Because water doesn't have the possibility, potentiality to become the pot. Understand? Only Prithvi, metals or clay can become the pot. So, that which has a potentiality to become the karya effect is called Prakruti. Prakarshena Kruti Yogya. Kruti means Rachana, creation. That which is available to become something. And that's why the thread is a Prakruti of the cloth. Understand?
When you say clay, you refer to earth?
Prithvi. That's why metal I said. See, from the silver also you can make the pot. From the gold also you can make the pot. From the iron also you can make the pot. They are all Prithvi. So they are potential.
Ishvara is clay, right? What about the 5 elements?
Elements, I'm talking about the creation of the pot. Pot, when you create it, you can create pot from the water. No. From space? No. So space doesn't have a potentiality to become the pot.
But we need water to make the pot.
See, even water is required, but what is pot? When pot is created, what is pot? It is not water, it is clay. Right? Suppose I say silver, then you don't need water. From silver you make the pot. You don't need water. That's why I said Prithvi. That to get the shape of the pot. In pot means what is the shape of the clay? Pot is nothing but the shape, particular shape of the clay, shape of the metal.
Prithvi is one of the 5 Panchendriya. Prithvi is one of the 5 Panchendriya.
Prithvi has a 5 guna. That's why that is there. That's that Prithvi. Tanmatra nothing. Tanmatra is a sukshma. Understand? When I say Prithvi or when I say Earth, 5 elements, they are Panchikrut Panchamahabhuta. Stula. What we talk about, that's why we say Vyakruta. Vyakruta means already is a Stula Panchamahabhuta, not Tanmatra. Therefore, when you say this is earth, already other 4 are there. Panchikrut Panchamahabhuta. Ah,
So the four are in so okay, all the five
already
are
there. Already there. Panchikrut, it is Sthula Bhuta. But only the clay or the Prithvi has a potentiality, Sambhavna. It's called Sambhavna. There is a potentiality is there. That's why Prakriti Prakarshana Kruti Yogya. Yogyata means it has that quality to become the clay, a pot. Kruti means Rachna. Understand? That's why it's called Upadana Karana. Understand? And Panini Muni also used this one. In fifth case, the sutras are there. Understand? In one of the sutra, he says that where with the one which is the prakriti, you have to use the fifth case. Understand? Yatova imani bhutani jayante, from which all this being has come into the being. The fifth case is upadana karana. Whole Vedanta is a fifth case. Understand? Whole Vedanta is a fifth case. Because it's upadana karana. Fifth case says upadana karana. So Panini Muni also used that. That Prakriti, for the Prakriti, you have to use the fifth case. And therefore, Vyakruta, Avyakruta, but Shankaracharya here using what? Prakriti. He didn't use Maya, he didn't use Avidya, he didn't use, understand this. He says Prakriti, Prakarshena Kruti Yogyatvat. Understand? See, that's why Bhashya, every word, if you see, so much meanings are loaded there. And therefore Shankaracharya says, Asambhutihi Prakrutihi Karanam Avidya Avyakruta Akhya. It is known, Akhya means it is known as Avyakruta. Understand? And therefore, Ye Asambhutim Upasate. Those who are meditating upon this Asambhutihi. Asambhuti means Karana Brahma. Understand? So, Prakriti means Karana. Asambhuti means Karana Brahma Upasana. Sambhuti, Shankaracharya down says, Sambhutya Karana Brahmani Hirana Garbhakye. Understand? So, Karya Brahma is a Sambhuti. Asambhuti is a Karana Brahma. Simple. Understand? So, here also Shruti Mata says what? The person who is doing the upasana of the Asambhuti, he will go to the darkness. Means here Andhakara, darkness means what? The chakra, Janma Mrityu chakra, understand? And suppose somebody is doing upasana of the Sambhuti, means Karya Brahma, he will go even further, darker, understand? Adhika means he is going to go to the lower births also. Understand? And therefore, he is doing ninda. That suppose you are doing, then now he is telling aduna ubhaya upasanayoho samuchchaya. Suppose somebody does the both. Karya Brahma Upasana, Karana Brahma Upasana, if that Sambhuti Upasana, Asambhuti Upasana, both if somebody is doing, Anyadeva Ahuhu Sambhavad, Anyad Ahuhu Asambhavad. Iti Shushruma. I already told you, all same words are there. We have heard from these scholars of the Veda, it's called Ved with, that person who is doing the upasana of the Karya Brahma and person who is doing the upasana of the Karana Brahma, both are results are given. And if somebody is doing that, Karya Brahma upasana, Akarya Brahma upasana, Karana Brahma upasana, yenas tad vyaja chakshire, what will happen to them? Prakriti laya iti, Shankaracharya says, Prakruti Laya means they will go up to the Prakruti Laya. That means until this whole creation is being dissolved, they will have this devatas, understand. And therefore, both Vyakruta, Avyakruta, Upasana Phalam. So, they say, Shruti Mata said, this is what the scholars are talking about, this Upasana Phalam, the result of this Upasana, and what will happen to them. So, next one is telling 14th, understand. So, Sambhutim cha Vinasham cha. एवं अतः समुच्चय संभूति असंभूति उपासनयो युक्तः एव एक पुरुषार्थत्वात्. So both samuchaya also is possible, understand, because both are karma, both. So Shankaracharya says it is proper to say that samuchaya of the sambhuti upasana asambhuti upasana also is possible, but what will be the phalam of that? So Sambhutim cha vinasham cha. Sambhuti is what? Vinasham cha. Because it's a Karya Brahma. See, certain sentences in Vedanta we have to remember. Karya is always Vinashi. That which is a Karya is Vinashi. And that which is a Karana is a Vikari. Understand? Karya Vinashi, Karana Vikari. Some kind of the modification is required. Though we say Mruttiketev Satyam, but previously it was a Pindakar Mrut, now it is a Ghatakar Mrut, understand. So that much modification is there. But clay is clay, understand. But modification is there. Without modification, there is no cause, understand. Any cause, little bit of the modification. That's why we have Parinamvada and Vivartavada. Now understand that? Yeah. Why we have to say Vivartavada? Because as soon as you say Parinama, there is some kind of Parinama. Suppose wave we say, wave also is possible because of what? Understand? Some Vikara is there. Therefore, Brahma we call as a Vivarta Karana. And therefore, Shankaracharya says, Sambhutim cha vinasham cha. It is a vinasha. And it is a destruct. Yahate ubhayagumsa. Ubhaya means sambhuti, asambhuti, both. Vinashena mrutyum tirtva. So, Shankaracharya says, Karyasya tena dharmina abhedena uchyate vinashaha iti. So, because of this karana, Karya is abheda. Karya is non-separate from its own karana, and therefore it is same. Suppose you say Karya, then you say Karana, it is same. I say pot and you say clay, it is what? Same. Understand? So abhedena uchyate. So both vinashaha iti tena tad upasanena aishwarya dharma kamadi dosha jatam cha mrutyum tirtva hiranya garbha upasanena. So here this sambhuti upasana gives you what? It says aishwarya dharma kamadi. So by this upasana aishwaryam adharma kamadi dosha jatam cha mrutyum tirtva. Why? Because Karya Brahma, when we say Karya Brahma means already there is a kama is there, desire. Understand? When we do Sambhuti Upasana, there is a kamana, wish, that desire is there. Understand? What is a desire? As I said, I want to go to Brahma Loka, I want to get some kind of the Aishwarya, But Shankaracharya uses another word, adharma. Understand? This is very important here. Aishwaryam adharma kamadi dosha jatam mrutyum. Here what is a mrutyu? That which is born of the desire, etc. because of adharma. Adharma itself is a mrutyu. So, why mrutyum tirtva? The person who has dedicated himself to this sambhuti upasana, he has crossed this adharmadi. See, that's why our Shastra says that you perform this action. Why he is telling? because they want you to avoid adharma. Understand? Why there is so much description of naraka? Because they want you to avoid adharma. After death you will go to naraka, that is there, but all descriptions are here. What? So we avoid adharma. Understand? And why the description of the Swarga Loka and Pitru Loka and Deva Loka and Brahma Loka? So we get attracted towards the Dharma Ruchi, understand? To create the Ruchi, like to perform the Dharma, understand? So that means in this life, the description of Swarga Naraka is to make us avoid adharma and go for the Dharma. So, Shankaracharya said, adharma kamadi dosha jatam. This dosha, the defect is there, and it is jatam means samu, it is not one, understand? See, this adharma is very tricky. Honestly, I am telling you. In Bhagavad, there is a verse, I don't remember the verse, but it's a very nice verse. It says, what is the characteristics of Kali Yuga? Understand? The Bhagavad says in Kali Yuga, that which looks like dharma, but in reality it is adharma. It looks like, understand? So, a simple example. And suppose the satsang is going on, katha is going on, right? Then somebody walks in between, comes and offer the flower. Person thinks I am doing dharma. Why? I am offering flowers. But he is interrupting the satsang. It looks like dharma, but it's not dharma. Understand? Vidharma, adharma, paradharma. Understand? Different words are there. Somebody is doing something, and that is the person's job. But you want to do that job, It's called paradharma. The person thinks, oh, see, I am also doing this job, but that's not your job. Then you go to the temple. So people think, oh, he's very religious. Daily he goes to the temple. But his intention is not Bhagavad Darshanam. His intention is something else. Oh, if I go there, that businessman comes every day there. If I go there, I can talk to him. Therefore, outside it looks dharma, but it is adharma. That is a Kali Yuga. When children are there in home, she wants to cook modak for the children. I have one my students, when her son was small, whenever he wants to eat modaka, he says, Mama, Ganesha wants modaka.
Even in Ramayana also, Ravana did, he posed as a
Sadhu.
yeah.
Yeah.
There it was like that.
So that's why Shankaracharya, Jata means Samuha, Lot of things what we are doing, we think it is Dharma, it is not Dharma at all. See, all this sadhu life and sannyasi life, honestly, I'm telling you, after when Swamiji was asked me to go to Rishikesh for sannyasa diksha, it's not sannyasa is not you take, because sannyasa means you are giving up. Lot of people say sannyas liya. What is sannyas liya? It's a contradiction, understand? Sannyasa is to give up. Then liya kya hai? Kya liya aapne? So then those days Swamiji used to tell us that after sannyasa, you be in the ashram, they have a maunam and do the japa and contemplation. Because it's kind of a different lifestyle you are entering. But nowadays, nothing is there. You just take sannyasa and go back home. And, that's not the sannyasa. And then I thought 3 months I have. So all Swamiji's last portion of course, Swamiji does the contemplations. I had all these cassettes, so I took those cassettes with me. Then this Samata Prakashan or somebody, they have this Upanishads categories. Vaishnava Upanishads, Shakta Upanishads, Shaiva Upanishads. Then there is a Sannyasa Upanishad is there. So there are Upanishads dedicated to sannyasa life. Almost 15 or 20 Upanishads are there. So I had that book. So I took that book. Okay. When I started reading it, now what life I am living is not sannyas life at all. I am telling you honestly. The way the rules are there to follow, as a sannyasi. So many things are there. Not only that Brahmana is cooking for you, that is a very superficial. Ashtagrasa sannyasina, that's the one. Only 8 morsel only we can eat. Shodasha to Vani. 32 for Grihastha. Yathechasi Brahmacharina. Who is eating, tell me, 8 morsels? Then there is sparsha are there. What you can touch, what you cannot touch. Understand? Because of this touch of mantra only, the buddhi of Kaikai is disturbed. Kaikai was very happy that Rama is going to become king, understand? The touch of my mantra changed her buddhi. And therefore, Shankaracharya says, Adharma kamadi dosha jatam. There are a lot of defects are there, lot of problems are there, understand? And therefore, Vina, that is called mrityu. Understand? All this is called mrityu. Adharma, kama, all these are mrityu. Understand? Why? Because it is going to take you to birth. Understand? Tirtva, hiranya garbha upasana hi animadi prapti hi phalam. So, having crossed this adharma, kam, etc., when you do the hiranyagarbha upasana, then you get this animadi, that ashta siddhi you get. So, of course you get this one, but what? Sambhuti amrutam ashnute. So, Shankaracharya says, amrutam is what? Prakruti laya lakshanam ashnute. Until that Prakriti Laya is there, up to that he is enjoying the Amrutatva. Understand? That means what? Like as they say, the Devatas are there till the Kalpanta. Understand? Then again the Indra. See, they say in the Shastra it is very clearly said the Jiva who has become Indra can become the frog also. Understand? We don't know what all kind of Sanchita karma we have. Because of some punya karma, he is Indra. But once the Indra pada is gone, Sanchit, he will be under his Sanchit karma. Pape, and this Prashna Upanishad, Punyena urdhvalokam gachanti, papena adholokaha. When you have a lot of punyas, you go to urdhvaloka. When there are a lot of papas are there, you go to adhaloka. Ubhabhyam manushaloke. Manushaloka means papa punya. But in that, don't think that punya will be more. It is always 45, 55 and 40, 60. And then 40 and 45 is punya, not papa. Understand? So therefore, this Amrutatvam Shankaracharya says is what? This Amrutatvam is Prakriti Layak Lakshana. You get that Urdhaloka, you get that Aishwaryadi, Animadi, Ashta Siddhi also. But once the body is gone, what Siddhi you have? Understand? When up to that time we have this body, particular Deva body, you will have all this siddhi. Once the body is gone, you are in the hands of karma. And therefore, this Amrutattvam also is what? It is a sapeksha, relative Amrutattvam, not nirapeksha. Understand? And therefore, Shankaracharya says, all this Sambhuti, now Sambhuti, whether you do only Sambhuti, Karya Brahma Upasana, or you do only Karana Brahma Upasana, or you do the Samuchaya, maximum you can get is this relative Amrutattvam. The Nirapeksha Amrutattvam is not possible by this Upasana also. So Shankaracharya very nicely here, what is Upasana Marga? So Shankaracharya says, Manusha Deva Vitta Sadhyam Phalam Shastra Lakshanam Prakruti Layantam Etavati Sansara Gatihi. This is up to this is the Sansara Gati. Understand? That means this karma and upasana can take you up to this, understand. But it is what? Sansara gatihi. It is a gati in sansara, within the sansara also. And therefore, what we have to do? Ataha param purvoktam atma eva abhut vijanatah iti sarvatma bhava eva sarva eshana sannyasa gnana nishtha phalam. Understand? So, I'm reading on page number 40, if you follow. Page number 40. Understand? So, therefore, all these mantras, understand, starting from 9th mantra to this 14th mantra, are given for us to create vairagya in our mind. Understand? All this, so much we have a dedications for this karma. So much dedication for meditation. Just now somebody came to Swamiji, every day 5 hours I meditate. Good. At least no enjoyment is there, understand? Good. But that doesn't going to take you to the Nirpeksha Amrutattva. Absolute Amrutattva is possible by. So Shankaracharya says it is by only Eshana, Sarva Eshana Sannyasa. All kind of desires you have to given up. And it is what? Atma E Shankaracharya Purvokta. Purvokta means already Shruti Mata has given Atma Eva Abhut Vijanataha. The person who has gained this knowledge that I am one non-dual consciousness which is all pervasive, which is the self of everything. Through that only we can get the Niripeksha Upasana. So Shankaracharya says, Evam says, up to this 14th mantra, Shruti Mata has given the Nivrutti Lakshana Marga also and Pravrutti Lakshana Marga also. Very clearly Shruti Mata has mentioned. In that, Tatra Pravrutti Lakshanasya Vedartasya Vidhi Pratisheta Lakshanasya Krutsnasya Prakashanena Paryagavantam Brahmanam Upayuktam Nivrutti Lakshanasya Vedartasya Prakashana. This pravrutti marga is given why? So that you develop the vairagya and you turn towards the nivrutti marga, understand? And therefore, prakashane ataha urdhvam brahma brahadaranekam upayuktam Shankaracharya says. That is why this Brahadan Upanishad also is useful. Upayuktam is useful, understand? And therefore, all these mantras are given only to create the kind of the vairagya. Understand? See, that's why in the beginning only I told you. Karma fal vairagya is called karma yoga. Karma vairagya is called sannyasa. Understand? So all these mantras are telling whatever you do, maximum you can go to Brahmaloka, maximum you can have a Prakruti Laya, but it doesn't stop your Sansar Gati. See, that is what the whole 8th chapter is, understand? Gita, 8th chapter also is what? Shukla Gati, Krishna Gati, understand? But that Gati cannot give you this moksha. Akshar Brahma knowledge only can give you moksha. And in the 2nd chapter, beginning only, Bhagavan already told this. Yamimam pushpitam vacham pravadanti vipaschita vedvadarata partha nanyadastiti vadina. All people, those who are dedicated to karma, they say nothing else is there. You perform action and you go to Swarga. Kamatmanaha Swarga Phalaha. Understand? So Bhagwan is trying to create the Vairagya for karma. The karma is not going to take you anywhere. Only karma which you perform by Nishkam Bhava, that karma can give you the purification of the mind. Only karma is required for that. Because purification mind also is required. And therefore, Shankaracharya very clearly says, Tatra kena margena amrutatam ashnuta iti uchyate. Then, how will I get that nirapeksha amrutatva? You know? You already talked about the relative amrutatvam. Now, nirapeksha amrutatvam, so on the page 41, second paragraph, Tatra kena margena amrutatvam ashnuta iti uchyate. Then, which path I can get this amrutatvam? Tadyat sati satyam asau saha adityah saha eshaha atyasmiन् mandale purushah yaschayam dakshine akshan purushah. See that Taittiriya Upanishad. Yaschayam purushe yaschasau aditya sa ekah. The consciousness which is there in Aditya, the consciousness which is here, it is one non-dual. Isha Jivayo Veshadhi Bhida. We have to understand that oneness, Eka. And so Shankaracharya says, Asau yaha saha adityaha yaha eshaha etasmin mandale purushaha yaschayam dakshine akshan purusha tad ubhayam satyam. That is the satya, that is the reality. ब्रह्म उपासिनः यथोक्त कर्म कृत्य यह सह अंतकाले प्राप्ते सति आत्मानं आत्मनः प्राप्ति द्वारम. So you are the seeker and you are the sought. Understand? Atmanam atmana. By yourself you have to gain yourself. Understand? How? Hiranyamayena patrena. Shankaracharya says the next verse is going to talk about that, how to gain this amrutatvam. So he gives the upasana, Brahma upasana, nirapeksha Brahma upasana. All that was what? Sopadik Brahma upasana. This is nirupadik Brahma upasana. Understand? Next mantra, 15th. हिरण्मयेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापिहितं मुखं तत्त्वं पूषन् पावृणो सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये. To have a vision of that Satya Dharma, Satya Atma. Understand? Here Dharma means Atma. The Atma whose quality is Satya. Satyaha Dharmaha Yasya. Dharma means Guna. Guna Dharma, what we call quality. The Atma whose quality or whose Lakshana is Satya. Reality. For that, what we have to do? Hiranmayena patrena. Hiranmayena patrena means Hiranmaya, Shankaracharya says, Hiranyam jyotihi ayamiti etata. So here Hiranmaya means consciousness. But that consciousness is what? Tena patrena eva apidhana bhutena. Suppose there is a water in this bottle. Understand? But you don't see the water. Why? Apahitena. Apahita means hidden. The water is hidden behind this patra. So this flask is covering, abhidan means cover, is covering the water. And that's why you don't see the water. Understand? Same way, this consciousness is what? Patrena sati satyasya apihitam. So it is being hidden, it is being covered. Mukam tattvam pushan, and therefore tena patrena abhidhana bhutena satyasya aditya mandalasthasya brahmana apihitam achaditam mukham dwaram. So, this consciousness is being hidden behind this Aditya Mandala. Upadhi. Aditya Mandala is what? Samashti Upadhi. Understand? And Tattvam He Pushan, Apavrunu, may you uncover it. Apavrunu means may you uncover it. How? Satya Dharmaya Drishti. For the vision of the reality, you have to uncover it. Now, what is uncovering? See, that's why we call avidya is avrana. Avidya is what? Avrana. And we have to remove the avrana of the avidya. By removing the avrana of vidya, we see the reality. Understand? What is there is actually our avidya. Agnanena avrutam gnanam. Understand? The knowledge is being covered by the ignorance. Here also we have to understand it clearly that who covers whom. Shankaracharya gives example in Atmabodh. Meghabhai Anshuman Iva. Even as though Anshuman, sun, is covered by the cloud, Megha. But really, cloud can cover the sun? No. Understand? That means what is covered? It is covering your eyes. I love that example. You know why? The cloud which is covering the sun, is born because of sun. And water is evaporated because of the sun. Because of the sun only, all the vapor goes up, and because of the sun only, it stays there. And it is illumined by the sunlight only. Correct? Born of sun, sthiti is because of the sun, illumined by the sunlight. Understand? That's a beauty. But the same cloud is covering your eyes. So to see the sun, what you have to do? Only you have to remove the cloud. You don't have to do anything else, Suppose one mother was trying to wake her son. He was not getting up. So she went outside for a Tulsi puja. And they were living in these farms. So, because of little clouds, the sunrise was very beautiful. Morning, if you see the sunrise with the clouds, beautiful sunrise was there. The orange sun was there. Clouds were orange. Beautiful sunrise was there. So she thought that I will wake my son. Then she called, son, look, this beautiful sunrise. It's beautiful. Come out, come out. See this sunrise. Then one time, second time, third time. What are you doing? Come. It will go. Yeah, I'm looking for the torch to see the sun. Understand? You don't have to illumine the sun. Why? Swaprakasha. Therefore, Shastra says, apavrunu. What you have to do is just remove that that which is covering. Understand? Nana Chidra Gatodara Sita Maha Deepa Prabha Bhaswara. Understand? What you have to do is remove the pot. That's it. Pot was covering this Mahadeepa. Deepa is self-effulgent. What you have to do is what? Just remove that Mahaghata. Big pot. Same way. Apavrunu. You have to remove this ignorance. Agnanena avrutam gnanam tena muhyanti jantavaha gnanena tu tadagnanam nashitam atmana. It's a very tricky verse this is. Then what happened? Swayam prakashate hyatma Atma is what? Swayam Prakash. It is Swatasiddha Swaprakash Chaitanya. You don't have to illuminate the Atma. It is already Swatasiddha Adityavat Gnanam Prakashayate Tatpara. So, Adityavat Gnanam means what? Like the Aditya, this knowledge, the consciousness is self-effulgent. What we have to do is only removing the ignorance. And that's why Shruti Mata said, Apavrunu. Please remove this ignorance, the covering of the ignorance. Then Satya Dharma Drashtaya. For the vision of this Atma, you have to remove the ignorance. Next, we will see tomorrow. ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ